Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at 5 or 6 brawlers that are just currently broken in the competitive meta. So as you guys know, I like to break down a lot what is good for the pros, especially with monthly finals just happening a couple of days ago in the APAC region and EMEA, two of the best regions, of course. So in terms of the first brawler, it is Janet. So Janet was, I think, like 6th place in terms of ban and play rate in terms of the monthly finals. So I think this was no surprise to me whatsoever, because Janet's just playability has just gone through the roof, and the reason for it, sorry, I was getting a little bit scared of dying here with the Carlin of the Brawlers. Wish we were to get the kill there. But yeah, as I was saying, the main reason has to be the hypercharge. The hypercharge is absolutely crazy. It is so, like, it actually is broken. Like, I don't like to use that terminology too much, but I personally think it's broken. It's so incredibly strong. It's the fact that if you know how to use it correctly, you're literally guaranteeing yourself a kill on pretty much any brawler. All you got to do, if you're unsure on how to use the Janet hypercharge, just test it out in the training cave or just play a lot more Janet. You'll soon learn how to use it more effectively. It is so incredibly strong. You guys have got to get used to it. I can hopefully show you guys how to use it in this game if we don't already get the gems required. Oh, here we go. We've got a hypercharge here. I mean, we're just going to safely get this, I believe. He has got a hypercharge loose super of his own, so let's be careful here. Okay, yeah. I mean, we could just get this kill easily. I didn't even need to showcase it off. But anyways, it's the reason why. It's because Janet's hypercharge is so incredibly good. It only takes 2 supers to get this hypercharge super as well. So yeah, I think Janet's gone completely under the radar. I ban her out pretty much all the time, and I have done for like weeks and weeks in ranked. 8 and 0. I can play her as a mid, play her on any grassy map, play her on gem grab, brawl ball, hot zone, pair it with an anti-tank, and you're just good to go. Hardly anything counters Janet. That's always the problem when she's meta, so pros are abusing it. Let's jump into the next brawler. Alright guys, jumping into the second brawler we're going to be talking about in terms of who I think is really broken in this meta. It has to be Barry. So Barry, in terms of the overall APAC and EMEA, he was the 4th most banned and picked. He was actually the joint most banned and picked brawler in APAC, so just going to show like such a stacked region in terms of mechanical players, sorry. And they're just really abusing the heal meta. And then in EMEA, he was like top, I don't know, top 11 or something. But that's still really, really good, especially like considering the meta. Like Barry was being used pretty much everywhere, even on grassy maps, like center stage, for example. But yeah, sorry, I've got to focus up. I've got OP on my team, literally the monthly final champion. So yeah, we need to lock in right now. So the problem is here, they've got quite a few good counters here with Griff, Penny as well, but we should see here once we get some heals stacked with the Draco, he's just going to take over, and there's nothing that they'll be able to do. Again, just constantly feeding him heals. Let's try give him that extra heal. Okay, we've got at least some zone percentage here, but the reason why Barry's so good is because it's, you know, he can get his hypercharge so fast. He can, of course, literally get his supercharge from taking damage, which is insane. And again, he can just take over the game with his constant healing. And okay, I completely missed that gadget, but it doesn't matter. I got my super as well. You can always finish off kills easily with your super. OP is just going to take over again, like I said. Let's keep dropping shots on ourselves here to get some supercharge. There we go. Just going to push up here and just get one shot on that penny turret as well. And it's just, of course, his main attack, he just gets so much aerial denial with just his main attack. And then, of course, you've got his super hypercharge right here, and they just can't even run on it. Just so much zone coverage. Like look, they just can't do anything. Once we get our setup going, you know, it took us a while, but there's nothing that they can do. Paired Barry with so many of these types of brawlers, like Draco, like Frank, like any type of tank, and he's just going to take over the game completely. Looks like I did nothing because, of course, it's literally OP. He is the GOAT. Like, look at those stats. But Barry is so good with so many different compositions. Again, this is why APAC was just abusing him so much. Literally the most banned and picked brawlers. So yeah, Barry, I think, could be getting a small nerf next update. I don't even know, but definitely one of the most broken brawlers right now. Let's jump into the next one. Okay, so now jumping into the third brawler we're going to be talking about in terms of who popped off so much in monthly finals. We have Melody. So Melody was the 2nd most banned and picked brawler throughout both of the regions. In terms of APAC, she was the 3rd most used and banned out, and EMEA was pretty similar as well. So you're not going to expect the best Melody gameplay from me. I am not a good Melody whatsoever, but Melody's so good because of a hypercharge. A hypercharge is so broken with the star power and the gadget. If you guys don't know that the notes increase, well, you get like 6 notes, of course, with a hypercharge. You you get that increased movement speed, of course, with all those notes. So I think it's like 8 times 6. I completely forgot to do maths in my head. But yeah, and then you get the gadget as well on top of that. It is kind of crazy. So this composition that we're using is a bit wonky. Sprout mid on this map is not the best. I haven't got the best matchup because I picked Melody really early on. Of course, you want to pick Melody a little bit later on in draft. But again, I've seen like Melody to counter like Poco heal compositions, to counter like Frank, for example. So there's a really good place for her right now in the meta. And there we go, we've got our first super. So now I just need to chain it as much as possible. I think the biggest mistakes that I make with Melody is that I don't cycle my super well enough. But if we get a Sunny super here, we might be able to sneak in. Okay, let's just super on this roofs. I'm gonna pop my gadget and just go straight for the penny. I mean, we've got some good value there. I should have used that extra super there. Of course, like now I'm without any supercharge. You always just want to use as many as possible if you know you're about to die as well. So now we've got our hypercharge. Now it's all about, of course, getting the super and getting those free notes to get as much value as possible. Sprout nearly ends up dying there. So my job here, I'm just gonna pop gadget early on, because now I can just pop my hypercharge and just go in on the penny. I just go in the surge, get my 5k shield, and the movements is just crazy. I really didn't play a good Melody, but you see the potential with it. Good Melody players, just watch EMEA monthly finals, for example. Watch Linane on Melody, watch Saitampo on Melody, watch all of these great Melody players, not mine, and you'll see the true potential. So yeah, I honestly think that she could be in for a nerf because of how strong she is right now. So that's going to be another, getting really close to top 10 in the world. Let's jump into the next one. All right, guys, so jumping into the next brawler who I think was a little bit overrated in monthly finals, or maybe I'm underrating Kit. So Kit was used so much in APAC. It was crazy, mainly used by the lesser skilled opponent to try and throw off the enemy. But I think in APAC they were just too clued on by this. But yeah, there are a lot of cheesy synergies, of course, going on with Kit. Everybody knows this by now. I'm just going to use super to confirm the kill there. I'm not even going to mess about. But yeah, Kit is so cheesy right now. And I think Kit's really good in knockout bounty, even without a Daryl or just something to kind of hang on to. Like, you can counter a lot of snipers with Kit just because of his invisibility gadget. So incredibly strong. You can see I've already got 2 kills just because I'm invisible for literally no reason. Why does Kit have this? So I want to jump onto the Piper here because that is the highest damage brawler. As long as your teammates follow up, you should be able to get it. I mean, that was a really bad trade, but I thought I could have probably got the kill quicker there. But yeah, always go for the biggest damage brawler when you're jumping on them. So, of course, you know, for example, like I never wanted to really jump on Sprout. I know he's really vulnerable, but at the same time, I can pretty much guarantee getting a kill on him already. And he's not going to be able to kill me if I jump onto someone else. I don't know how we've lost the lead here, by the way. I just sat here doing nothing, but good kill from the Gus. You know what? I'm actually going to jump on the Sprout now. I think that should be able to confirm the kill. There we go. Again, not really the best Kit gameplay whatsoever here, but we've got another Invis gadget, which I'll be looking to use to go towards the middle here. Okay, I have no idea. I'm in this grass. I'm about to get my super as well. We can just kill this Sprout. Should be able to kill that Bell as well, even if I die. Nice for my teammates. Beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. And then we're gonna, okay, it doesn't even matter. I was gonna say I'm gonna wrap around right. Just basically just abuse your cardboard box gadget as much as possible. Make it really messy in knockout bounty. I've been seeing strategies in gem grab, brawl as well. Kit is really good to isolate a brawler, but you really need your teammates to come and, of course, kill the person who you're jumping on top of. So, yeah, maybe a little bit overrated because you only got a 25% win rate in the APAC, but I think to just make the game as messy as possible, you can go it, especially if you know that the opponents are better, especially in competitive. So that's going to be one more brawler. Let's hop into the final one. Guys, jumping into the final brawler on the list, it is Angelo's. Angelo goes under the radar all of the time, and Loki, one of the best brawlers in ranked right now in competitive. So he was banned the 7th most, or banned and picked the 7th most out of every single brawler in the game. There were a couple of other brawlers I wanted to talk ahead of him, of course. You've got like Lou, but everyone knows Lou's so good. He was like the 3rd most banned and picked. And then, of course, as well, Juju. But again, everyone knows about Juju. So, yeah, Lou, I was actually trying to talk about him rather than Angelo, because Lou was banned the most out of every single brawler. Everyone knows Lou is so good, and because he's such a good anti-tank, you pretty much have to ban him if you want to go any type of nonsense. So, yeah, that's why Lou's being played a lot. completely with that gadget. I apologize. Also, I'm using the speed star power, and it's really not even helped me out in this situation, to be honest. I wish I would have gone the heal star power instead. Right, nice. We can get the kill onto Piper. This Colt should really be going onto Lola. He's been suffering for the longest time now. There we go. Get some good damage onto the safe, and Piper's going to land, I say, into my shot, but not really there. Alright, I need to defend this somewhat, so let's go with the okay, that gadget missed everybody. Our teammates are just defending too much when, like, Colette and Colt, like, these guys should be just going for the safe. I don't know why Colt isn't just trusting me to defend. He does get a double kill there in the end, but he just needs to go for the safe. Angelo is, like, the perfect clean-up brawler in this meta. So, yeah, just let me do the defending, and then we're good to go. So, should be able to get the kill onto Lola there. His TPs from Nani are really annoying. Colt, just go up and deal damage to the safe, please. At this point, I don't think I'm going to get the win with Angelo, but we can at least showcase a bit of gameplay here. So I should have actually, again, used the other heal star power in this situation, because I would be running up and healing, and I completely forgot I'm using this. So a bit of a waste of a hypercharge there. Again, my teammates a little bit lost on the map, let's just say that. A little bit lost, and there's nothing what we can do into a Nani TP here. Okay, we do get the kills. But what are we actually going to do in terms of winning this game? Absolutely nothing. So we get a kill onto Lola. But there's just nothing that we can do in this situation. Nani's going to TP in. Okay, he goes for the kill. Actually, we might be able to win this. Nearly. Come on, surely. Oh, just one Colette Super would have done it. Please. Yeah, there's just no chance, right? Unless we can body block enough. Come on. Oh, there's no way. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Unfortunately, couldn't pull out the Angelo masterclass enough to carry these people. But yeah, going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.